Hey guys, okay, so today I'm doing a very highly requested video. The comments that I get the most on my videos are usually about my hair. At first, a lot of people would ask me about how I actually style my hair, but I think since I've done a lot of hair tutorials recently, I haven't gotten a ton of questions about that, but I have gotten a ton of questions about my color. So I just decided to kind of do a video about my color to let you guys know because I got so many questions about it. And I'm not wearing my extensions now just so you guys can see my natural hair, like the color and everything without any difference from the extensions or anything like that. And I actually just got my hair cut and colored, so my roots are gone and everything. So yeah, basically I'm going to be telling you guys how to go from dark hair to light hair the safe way because if you guys are just watching my videos now and you don't know, I do have dark red hair naturally. A redhead, but it's not like a light red, it's a pretty dark red. Naturally would be my regular hair color. And although my hair is a lot lighter now and it's a very light blonde, I do have pretty healthy hair. And I really threw a lot to take care of it and make it this way and make it not fried, because anything that involves bleach, which blonde pretty much always is going to, you can really mess it up bad and really fry your hair, like really, really bad. So it's really important that you do it the right way. So I'm just going to tell you guys from my personal experience how I did it and how I kept my hair in good condition, and hopefully if you did the same thing, it would work for you as well. But obviously, consult your hairdresser or whatever, because what works for me might not necessarily work for you, but I'm just going to let you guys know how I did it. Basically, the first suggestion that I can give you guys is if it involves bleach, you need to have a professional do it. If I was going to go and make my hair darker, like I woke up one day and decided I wanted to be chocolate brown, I have faith in myself that I could probably do that myself, and I could go out and get the box hair dye and do it myself and have it look fine, because I know a decent amount about hair, and I think that I could do it fine. But when it involves bleach, there's just way too much that could go wrong. So if anything, I know it is expensive, but I really think that it's very important that if you really aren't a professional and haven't gone to hair school, your best bet is to just go to a professional that knows what they're doing, and go into someone that you trust who went to school for this and knows what they're doing really when you're using bleach, because there's just so many things that can go wrong and you don't want to fry your hair. So that would definitely be my number one tip. I can't take any credit for my hair. I don't do it myself. I go to a professional, my hairstylist, and that's that. I would never do it myself. Second of all, it is a gradual process, and that is something that I think is the hardest thing for people to kind of deal with, and especially for me, I was the same way, because I first decided I have gotten blonde highlights in my hair since 8th grade, but I was really, from 8th grade to my senior year in high school, I was really just like a strawberry blonde. It was red. I had red hair with a few blonde highlights, and then it was my senior year in high school when I decided that I really just wanted to have super light blonde hair, and that's what I wanted to do. And I'm just to the point now, I'm a junior in college now, so I'm just to the point now where I got my hair into the color that I love. So that took 3 years, you know what I mean? It took me 3 years to get my hair to this point. You can't just go to your hairdresser. If you go to your hairdresser and have, dark hair, and you say, I want to, make my hair bleach blonde, and they say okay, I'm going to dye your whole head now, you need to go to a different hairdresser, because that's not the way to do it at all, especially not the safe way. It's a very gradual process if you want your hair to be able to withstand it. Another suggestion, again, which goes along with the gradual process, is to do highlights instead of a full process. What the difference, in case you guys don't know, a full process would be dyeing your whole head, and highlights would be just dyeing certain strands of your hair, like highlights. I did highlights, and I would just go every 2.5 to 3 months, really 3, about every 3 months, 4 times a year, and get more highlights put in. So it was very gradual. At first my hair was a little bit more blonde, and gradually every 3 months it would get a little bit more blonder. And honestly, that is the best way to do it. Highlights, yes, are a lot more expensive than a full process. I understand that. But when it came to my hair, I didn't care, because I just did not want my hair, I wanted to get the color that I wanted, but I didn't want my hair to, get extremely damaged because of it. So I would definitely suggest highlights. And I also, I mean, personally for me, I like the way highlights look a little bit better, just personally for me, I like the way highlights look a little bit better just because I have multi-tonal hair instead of just kind of one flat color. I personally like that better. You can't just go in and get highlights and then go back the next week and want to get highlights again. You can't do it that way. You need to spread it out. You need to give your hair time to recover. It's like anything else. I mean, even, if you go to the gym, you can't just work out the same muscle every time you go to the gym. You need to give it time to recover. And your hair, honestly, is the exact same way. You need to give it time after you use bleach for it to recover, and then you can keep doing it. And I'm not going to say that my hair isn't damaged. If you're going to go light, if you're going to use bleach on your hair, it's going to get damaged. But there are definitely ways that you can minimize the damage that you do to your hair. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm not going to sit here and say that your hair isn't going to get damaged if you do what I did, because it is. But it's not going to get as damaged as it possibly could be. So yeah, I mean, that's really what I did. I just went every 3 months and got more and more highlights, and it literally took 3 years. You know what I mean? And could you do it a little bit faster than that? Yeah, probably, because I erred on the side of caution and, really let my hair take time. But that's honestly the best way that I think, that is the best way that I can suggest to you guys to do it if you really want to have light blonde hair but you have darker hair. You can't just expect to walk into the hair salon with dark hair and come out this color. Like, it's just not going to happen. Your hair can't take all that in one time without just being completely damaged if your hair even stays on your head. And then almost as important as waiting till you get to the color that you want is the aftercare. After you get your hair done is the aftercare and what you do with it. One thing that I definitely suggest is buying a hair mask and using that right after you get your hair color treated. I talk about the macadamia natural oil hair mask. I love that. I talk about that in my hair care routine. I'll link that down below. So that's super important. Hair masks are just very, very important when you're doing anything kind of super damaging to your hair, which bleach is. They just really help to, make your hair stronger. I don't know how else to describe it. And the last thing is your shampoo and conditioner. I mean, that's something that potentially you could be using on your hair every single day. I don't wash my hair every day. I wash it about every other day. But, I know some people wash their hair every day. So it's something you're going to be using on your hair very often. And it's very important that you get a good shampoo and conditioner, especially if you have color-treated hair. One thing that drives me absolutely insane, and a lot of brands do this, so you really have to watch out for it. It will say, for color-treated hair or something on the bottle. Turn around the bottle, look at the ingredients. The second ingredient includes a sulfate. Sulfate is the number one thing that is going to fade your hair color. So you just paid all this money to get this hair color that you love, and now you're going to use this and it's going to fade your hair. You don't want that. So you need to make sure, don't even look at the bottle to see if it says safe for color treated hair or anything like that. Look at the back and make sure that it's sulfate and paraben free. You don't want that in your shampoo at all. All conditioners are sulfate free as far as I know, so you don't really have to worry too much about the conditioner, but the shampoo you definitely have to make sure that it is sulfate free, and as long as it's sulfate free, you should be good to go as far as color treated hair goes. So yeah, I mean, those are really my tips and kind of how I did it and everything about my hair. So, I just have highlights, and I don't know the actual color. I'm sorry, just because I don't do it myself. So I don't know the color. It's a light blonde color. If it helps, I brought in a picture of Carrie Underwood and said, make my hair this color. And that's kind of where I went. That is what I did. I just gradually got highlights every 3 months and just more and more and more. So, you will see, because people have asked me before, oh, what is your low light color? I don't have any low lights in my hair. My low light color is just my natural, which is a darker red color. So, I mean, there's not a lot of it left, but you can see it in my hair. So yeah, I mean, that is really my tips and tricks for going from a dark color to a light color the safe way. I hope this helps you guys if, you're trying to go to a lighter color and, kind of are stuck and don't know how to do it the safe way. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!